is the ability to be able to update the software and update the player information file. So we get to this screen underneath the help menu, software updates. Two types of updates, member database and the library files. The library files are going to be specific to the bridge organization that the system has been set up for. In this case, it's been configured for ACBL. So we have access to the ACBL handbook. This means if you're running locally, you have downloaded the files that are otherwise accessible from the ACBL website. Now we're going to look at the member database. We've got 2 or 3 different ways of getting the member database. It may have been provided to you through your district or your unit, or you can download it yourself. So that's the third option, where you're going to download it yourself. So you need to log on to My ACBL and go down to member rosters. And if you're a unit officer or a district officer or a club owner, you can order the member rosters via email. So in this case, I'm going to request a CSV file because it's going to be an Excel format. And I double check to make sure I've read all the ACBL rules regarding the electronic list. So this list requested is not to be used for personal or commercial use while we're using it for running a bridge tournament. It may be used solely for ACBL districts, units and clubs to promote ACBL affiliated bridge activities. Well, we're going to be running a scoring program at a bridge tournament, so clearly this falls under the rules. Interesting one here is the lists are not to be shared with third parties, and no information from these lists may be published on a website. So we need to make sure we're only doing this for scoring. Ironically, that would appear to imply that we are not able to publish results from any tournament that we have because we're providing information. For example, it's common to print the city. But we're just going to be using this for scoring, so we're perfectly fine there, and I'm fairly sure we're not violating any rules as far as that goes. So click on Next, and you can specify the unit that you're interested in, or if you scroll to the very bottom, you can specify the different districts. There are 25 known districts. 99 is the districts for players that are not in ACBL land. So any player from Europe would be in District 99. So if you are running a tournament, you typically would download all of these. I'm in District 7, so I can request District 7, and clicking on Submit, that file would then be emailed to me. So if you're running a tournament, you kind of have to go download all 25 of them. And once you've done that, you can compile the files together and then import them into Bridgescoreplus, and you have access to all the member database. Different other organizations follow similar concept. I've just shown the ACBL, but if you were doing something for a different bridge organization, then you would follow similar steps.